I know a lot of people have issues with online dating and dating apps, and it's completely understandable, but it's not like online dating or dating apps are really going to be going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, they are just continuing to rise in their popularity. And you know, the truth of the matter is that most of us spend a ton of time on our phones, our laptops, our iPads, and just all of our devices. And instead of just spending hours upon hours scrolling through Facebook, through YouTube, through Instagram, why not invest some of that time that you already spend on your phone into finding a person who could potentially get you off of your devices, who you could fall in love with, and who could just help you begin to live your life to the fullest. So the reason that I wanted to try out Interracial Dating Central is because, as most of you know, I am a major fan of dating apps and of online dating. And in particular, I think it can be really beneficial for those of you out there who are looking to date outside of your race for the very first time, and you're not the most confident in going about doing so. You're not the most comfortable, the most confident in striking up conversation with people outside of your race that you may be attracted to. And so I think that an online dating app can really help you boost up your confidence, connect you to people that maybe you wouldn't be connected with in your real life. And again, the purpose of online dating and dating apps is really just an introduction. It's really just designed to introduce you to someone, and then you strike up a conversation, you see how the two of you communicate with one another, and then that can transfer into a date and potentially a relationship in real life. So let's just look at the app together. I'm going to be sharing with you screenshots and screen recordings from my laptop. Of course, I'm going to blur out any type of private or personal information. And I don't think, at least right now, there is a mobile version of Interracial Dating Central. So I'm just going to be sharing with you what I saw on my laptop and what you could see on your laptop or a desktop. As far as I know, though, there is no mobile option. There is no mobile app for this dating site. So let's go ahead and get started.
So I'm going to take you through the process of creating the profile. So I was a woman seeking a man, and I chose for seeking a man who is white or European. And then from that point on, I did have to create an account. So I just used my Amanda Awakens email address. I felt like that was the easiest way to go about it. And then from there, I created a password, which was pretty simple. And then I just joined. And from there on, I was really impressed with all of the options. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really expect for there to be a lot of choice here. Like, as we continue to go through, you'll see that like there's actually a lot of choice. There's a lot of filters. That is the word that I'm looking for, and that you have many filters that you can use. For the describe yourself portion of this profile, I tried to actually be pretty authentic. I am a writer. I am a plant enthusiast. I do love going to see, you know, shows, and I love the theater. So I was trying to create an authentic profile because I wanted an authentic experience, but obviously I wasn't trying to give away, like, you know, super personal information.
And I really appreciate that the site gives you the ability, it provides you the opportunity to really customize your profile. And not just customize it based on, you know, like, I'm 5'5", I have dark hair, brown eyes, etc. But it asks really great prompts. It asks questions such as, like, you know, if you were at a party, what type of person are you? How important is religion to you? What denomination do you identify with? What is your ideal day, or like your ideal day, ideal weekend? So it really does give you the opportunity that I particularly did not expect, for you to really customize your profile. So after I created my profile, I decided to just let it rest, and I was really interested in what would happen. And so I think I ended up checking back in like maybe an hour later just to see, like, since the profile was new, would it gain any traction? And so I'm going to share with you all kind of like my experience after like the first hour of using the app, or I guess I should say the website, but my first hour after using the website, and then just my experience throughout the next few days with having this profile. And so when I opened up my profile, I saw that I had had people view me, I had had people inbox me, and there were some people that had like sent me flirts as well. So of course, to make me pay, and I refused to pay. I'm not saying you should not pay. I refused because this is just for like research purposes. But I did have people that viewed me, I just couldn't see them without paying. So I looked into my messages and I looked into my flirts. Again, I'm guessing flirts is just the equivalent on other websites of likes. And I had like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flirts. And I sent a flirt back to see what would happen, but I don't know really what it does. And so I decided to check through some of my messages, and I'm always a little nervous about checking messages because, like, as a woman, you know, they're always a bit like, oh, what's about to happen? Is this going to be super cringe? Is this going to be super disrespectful? But I was actually pleasantly surprised. I don't think I received one, like, literally not one single message that was not, like, at least respectful. Tripping over my words here. Respectful. Every single message that I received, like at baseline, was at least respectful. There was nothing out of pocket or anything crazy. And something else that I was pleasantly surprised by was like the quality of the profiles. So I'll show like some screenshots of just like some of the different profiles that I saw when I was, again, doing my little research, doing my little investigation. I was really impressed by a lot of the profiles. They were really well thought out, and it just seemed like there were people on here who are legitimately looking for a partner and who aren't just looking for a hookup. And I mean, if you are just looking for a hookup, hey, there's really honestly nothing wrong with that. Like, grown-ups, adults, taxpayers can do whatever they want to do. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that there seemed to be a lot of people who were like genuinely looking for a real match. And that to me is always reflected in the quality of the profiles, in the like in-depthness, if that's even a word, of the profiles. So my first day was pretty successful. At least I feel like it's successful on a dating app when you have people reach out to you and they reach out respectfully. Even if it's not a match, even if it's someone you're not interested in, and obviously in this case, I wasn't interested in anyone because I'm A, in a relationship, and B, this is for a YouTube video. But I think it's a success when on your first day you get matches, you get some traction. And so kind of just like my thoughts for the first day was like, this seems actually legit. And again, I came into this thinking this is the most illegitimate thing ever. Like, this is like as illegitimate as a freaking child who was born out of wedlock in like 1342. So I had no hopes for this, absolutely no hopes. The one thing that bothered me the most, at least in the first day when I wasn't used to it, and when I don't see this as often on other dating apps, is how often I came across having to, or if not having to, being like prodded to pay. So like one thing I noticed is you can't, at least on my end, I couldn't send a message to someone first without paying. If they messaged me, I could message back for free, but I couldn't initiate without paying. And another thing is I couldn't view who liked me without paying. And then every time I logged onto the website, again, it discussed or described, it encouraged me to pay, and it showed me the different tiers of payment, the different like subscription levels basically. And so that was very, very irritating. But I would say overall though, day one, successful, not bad at all. But something really, really funny happened the longer that I stayed on this site. And I want to say funny and surprising and slightly embarrassing, but I am going to share that with you in part 2 of this video where I discuss like my final consensus on this app, or I guess I should say on this dating site, because it doesn't have a mobile app version yet, and whether or not I actually think that this is a website that you should use in your search for interracial love and for an interracial relationship. Now, if you watch today's video and you're like, Amanda, I don't care what you say in the next video, I could have cared less what you said in this video. I do not want to date online. I don't want to meet anyone online. If I'm going to meet someone, then it's going to be in person. Then I hear you, I respect you, and I would highly encourage you to check out the videos that I've created on how Black women and non-Black men can meet in real life. And until next time, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.